corporation-case : R period tilde 385 tilde 460 tilde 312 U period S period. Cause of the matters: executive order on ensuring adequate COVID safety protocols for federal contractors. Because of this cause of these matters, this executive order on ensuring adequate COVID safety protocols for federal contractors, the grammar and the style of grammar used here is in violation of Title 18-1001, fictitious grammar, which means the order of operation of syntax on this style of in this paperwork is fictitiously conveyed. They are using adjectives, pronouns, adverbs, adjectives, pronouns, adjective pronouns, creating a scenario of fiction, which this was filed on September 9th, 2021. And in compliance with the 3-day rescission rights, which I have the right to, and as a chief-judge of the U.S. Supreme Court, I have the right to stop and correct here. It's my job in compliance with the grammar and my oath there for the U.S. military, the armed forces, the Judge Advocate General's Corps, as well as the muster rolls for this corporation case that we have on file here. The protocols itself in the grammar, there actually isn't one legal sentence on this paperwork. It has a lot of void continuances where they use double spaces to vacate sentence structures, to vacate sentences. A double space means that they break the continuance of evidence to create incomplete thoughts on sentence structure. In compliance with the 3-day rescission right, which I have the right to under 3-day rescission, which means right of blockage, right of not accepting grammar or contracts coming out of the District of Columbia. That is in compliance with corporation case number R period tilde 708 tilde 684 tilde 472 U period S period. Pignus-judgment and pocket-judgment at the U.S. Supreme Court. On January 14th of 2021, I filed this contract here. It has a Title IV flag on it with a ball flag standard and a Spire Title IV flag standard, as well as the quantum grammar stabilization force flags in the military court-martialing case of corporation case number R period tilde 385 tilde 460 tilde 312 U period S. What this means is, because the United States government came out of international bankruptcy in 1999, and all the guidelines to elect a president have been disqualified for fictitious grammar, and the charter to elect a president ended, which was the Constitution of the United States, which ended in 1999. To elect a president is a fake scenario. This is a trick and a ruse upon the American people, as well as the U.S. military and the governments. But the U.S. military is very cognizant of this because, as I'll explain a little further here. On the first page of this contract, which I filed at the U.S. Supreme Court on the 14th, you can see the file stamp here. On the paragraph 0, it talks about how the Supreme Court judges who are merely actors, because I disqualified the U.S. Supreme Court on October 4th, 2004, and became Chief Judge of the U.S. Supreme Court. And in becoming that, I filed a contract in stating that the Supreme Court judges could not administer an oath to elect a fake president in 2021. And on the January 20th of 2021, I got in my email a letter from the Biden pool report of the White House press office, who sent me an email stating and I'll show this email, stating that the fake president did not take an oath. He took a proclamation, which is a very interesting play on words, since I had filed in my contract that there was not to be an administration of an oath, which was 1 hour after there was a fake oath stunt scenario on your public televisions. Back to this letter I got from the White House pool report. It came to me on the 20th, like I was saying, and I was wondering how they were going to get around what I had done, because I had placed a block on the Supreme Court judges, because I'm the only judge at the U.S. Supreme Court. They're all mere actors there right now. They're just tricking the American people, acting like they're doing something, saying nothing, doing nothing, spoofing the citizens. But the claim of the life citizens, we have contracts on file there that are grandfathered in. And in the contracts that are grandfathered in here, in paragraph 7 and in paragraph 8 and paragraph 9, it deals with that the life birth claimants who have got claims of the life with the quantum postal system and the quantum grammar system, that they don't have to participate with any forced medical injections or vaccines that someone would try to force upon you. And so this executive order, which says nothing, doesn't actually say anything. It's just paperwork with lines and curves on it in violation of Title 18, 1001. And well, you can look at the style of syntax that's been corrected on this paperwork. But this letter is proof or validation that they were cognizant that they couldn't take an oath, because they used the trickery of grammar of proclamation, which is a pro means no. So it's a statement of nothing, but the fact that they would send it to me shows some cognizance by the White House press office to my position as Chief Judge at the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, because this contract, because the claim of the life citizens don't have to get forced vaccinated, because it's on file with the U.S. Supreme Court, this is not a matter of an opinion. This is a fact. This is for the statement of a claim. And the bills of the ladings are also on file there for the national security roll, which was filed on November 13th of 2020, and it was filed around the world, as well as, and it was on the fake presidential election and the fact that they couldn't enforce vaccines and force people to wear masks that have claims of the life. And it was filed, as you can see on your screens, it was filed at the U.S. Supreme Court, the Secretary of the Navy's office, the Department of Commerce, the World Bank, Interpol, the National Telecommunications Bureau, Vatican City Bank, Universal Postal Union, Federal Elections Commission, Pentagon Post Office, National Security Agency, Secretary of the Army, Secretary of the Air Force, U.S. Space Force, Federal Communications Commission, Defense Contract Management Agency, Federal Emergency Management Agency, National Reconnaissance Office, National Defense Logistics Agency, National Counterintelligence Agency, Homeland Security, Defense Intelligence Agency, the China Post, because the China military is on the muster roll as well as the Russian military over in Moscow that has also been put on notice, the NATO Administrative Agency, and Moscow. And you can take a look at the forensics that are on file. And this was filed at the Supreme Court, which they accepted. You can see their file stamps there. The contracts were accepted. Here's the muster roll for FEMA. I'm going to be filing these all into evidence today because of the violations that have been done on this executive order that says nothing. You guys can kind of see here. Because the United States government came out of international bankruptcy in 1999, I maintain the continuity of the postal government with the continuances of the evidences, which means that the games that are being played by the U.S. military to trick the American soldiers, to trick the American people, are coming to an end. You know, this is a fascinating day, September 11th, 2021. This is a day that we have remembrance of the games that were being played by actors, fake actors, tricking and betraying the American soldiers to go to war, creating genocide against the Afghani people and the Iraqi people overseas, put on by a mirage of spoofs from the Israeli Mossad as well as the Saudi royal families. And the Bush, of course, the Bush gang. Can't forget them. They get a lot of credit here between George-Walker Bush and Richard-Bruce Cheney and Donald-Rumsfeld and Paul Wolfowitz and all the people that were on the court-martialing. There were many vessels that were on the court-martialing. In this muster roll and in the it's a national. There's a lot of things in there I can't show because of national-security. I can't let certain technologies out to the general public because there are things that I have to put together to safeguard the continental boundaries of our country, which the U.S. military is in fault right now because they're not securing our borders. In fact, our borders are a joke, and the U.S. military is to blame. So that's a travesty. But enough about that. Let's go back to this violation of the contract that was filed on January 14th of 2021 with the U.S. Supreme Court. In the contract itself, it gives closure in the corporation case how there is no president, how this is a ruse being perpetrated upon the American people, and just a trickery of false hopeism into thinking that there are leaders when there are certainly not. And the claim of the life system has been put in place to safeguard those who want to be claimants and sovereigns for themselves. And if they choose not to wear a mask or choose not to be forced vaccinated, there are safeguards that are already built into the construct. So, in 1999, the United States government came out of international bankruptcy. And the claims were made by me, which are authenticated through the Judge Advocate Corps, General Corps courts in Washington, D.C., as well as at the U.S. Supreme Court and the World Court at The Hague, for myself as the Postmaster General, Commander-in-Chief, owner of the Title IV flag, which sets the venues, and sovereign with my own quantum banking system. As many people start to use the quantum banking system, and there are many of you, there are many things that you need to start becoming cognizant of, because there are many tricks and traps and things that you're going to have to learn how to navigate to be a claimant sovereign for your own world. First of all, know that the quantum grammar system is copyrighted material. And so as you start to use it and file it in different locations to give yourself freedoms from being forced vaccinated and to not have to wear a mask, the corporations that you file with are going to give it to their company's legal departments and their attorneys' firms. Know now that the attorneys write in Jabberwocky. Their communications are gobbledygook, and they say nothing. They write in future space and past tense scenarios because they must comply with their order of operation. No law or fact shall be tried in court. So knowing this and knowing the secrets to that, know that the attorneys have no authorization to pick up a quantum contract and make a ruling on it because they don't have copyright release. Second of all, you as the claimant and sovereign and postmaster of your contract, you have to learn how to use this because you're going to run into good attorneys out there. There are actually good attorneys out there that will be willing to join with this. But you must write the contract for yourselves. Don't let the attorneys write the contract because you got to keep your eye on those little goblins They'll give you a lot of tomfoolery if you let them. So because of that, get in touch with me at fortheclaimofthelife.com, and my network will make sure you have the necessary tools to allow the attorneys to join with your contract so we can get you safely through your venues. Because it's about making sure because you are within the safety network of the quantum banking system, which means you have assets by gold and assets behind you, which means you're a bonded vessel out here. They themselves, because they're attorneys within the system that ended in 1999, the U.S. Treasury doesn't have any value behind it because they don't have authorization to exist as a treasurer anymore. Know that the attorneys, when they join you, I want to go back to them. They can join you as your counsel. And as counsel, they can give you closure on what's happening, what their concerns, what they're seeing in contract, but they cannot have your contracting rights, which means they can't freight forward you, they can't ship you into locations because you haven't signed a contract with them. And nor would you, because you can control your own world. You have the venue of the flag. You can, as a bearer tenant of the flag, you can now start setting venue for yourself and controlling your own world. That's the beauty of the now space grammar, is you can control things now. Whereas an attorney, he can only write in future tense and past tense. He can never be in a now space scenario because he just doesn't have authorization to be in the now. He would be disbarred if he did not have a quantum contract for amnesty to trespass into our jurisdiction, which is the now space. So they can never be in the now space. So keep that in mind as you start filing your contracts. Also keep in mind that you don't want to book into situations that will harvest you, which means that if somebody comes to get you and gather you and try to book you into a jail system, know that that jail system is nothing more than a custom house brokering. And their custom house brokers navigating you as cargo into their vessel, which they don't have authorization to do anymore because the United States Post Office lost its authorization to authorize the U.S. military, FEMA, or the civil servants around the former United States in 1999 when the U.S. Post Office violated its own constitution in the presidential election of 2000, which means the charter and the shareholders and stakeholders for the federal contractors ended, which means that they're actually walking in derelict without papers. They're walking without papers. And many of them have been court-martialed and are currently in an AWOL status with me. And you can, if you have security clearances, you can go watch the videos of the court-martialings in Washington, D.C. This is not open source technology. So because of that, don't trust other people writing for you. If you're using my quantum system and currently involved actively with the specifics of the Claim of the Lives at fortheclaimofthelife.com, please get a hold of us so we can make sure you have the necessary tools to be successful. In conclusion of this ongoing corporation case, R period tilde 385 tilde 460 tilde 312 colon U period S period, I'm positing the muster roll treaty, which was filed with the U.S. military on November 13th, 2020, into the corporation case number R period tilde 385 tilde 460 tilde 312 colon U period S period. I'm also positing the proof of the service for the validation on the service, which was filed at the U.S. Supreme Court on the 21st of December 2020. I will be positing that into the corporation case as well. I am positing the filing of January 14th, 2021, which were the guidelines for the Claim of the Life claimants, postmasters, to not get forced vaccinated or be forced to wear masks. I'm positing that as well in here. I'm also positing the executive order for ensuring adequate COVID safety protocols for federal contractors, which says nothing because it's in violation of Title 18, 1001. It is an adjective pronoun, adverb, adjective, 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 pronoun, adverb, adjective, pronoun. So I'm also filing that as forensic evidence that this is a fraudulent piece of paper that says nothing, so the Claim of the Life claimants and those who have joined the quantum system don't have to comply with whatever's in these words because there are no legal sentences here. At the same time, I am positing the Biden pool report, which says nothing on 12A, which came to me on January 20th, 2021 at 12:54. I'm positing that also into the forensics of the evidence within the corporation case. Because this is an ongoing case, the forensics of the correctness function as a buoy for navigation for the claim of the life claimants, which means if you're an active claimant and have a claim of the life and are getting claims of the life at fortheclaimofthelife.com, this video series will be an open market court to give you closure on what you can and can't do as a tenant within the system that I've built. I am positing the January 14th, 2021 filing of the vessel name : clerk - postmaster - foreign - judges - method into the ongoing special duty striking docket book corporation case number : R till the 708 till the 684 till the 472 U S Pignus - judgment and pocket - judgment. I'm now positing into the corporation case number R till the 385 till the 460 till the 312 U S. My findings on this day, September 11th, 2021, is the claim of the life claimants still don't need to get force vaccinated and still don't need to wear masks. I comprehend for the claim of the life claimants and the postmasters who are just getting their claims of the life that this is very new. I'm here to correspond with your questions, and I want to make sure that you have the adequate tools in your hand to make sure that your world is safe and the people that you choose to contract with, that your loved ones, that they are safe as well. Know that a massive effort for the last 25 years has been put in place to function as a buoy through the law of the contract of the flag to now open up a paradigm to give you the necessary security for you to control and make choices for your own life.